Speaking of Fluwell, I've got
I
one of those
saw it.
signs for you.
Aw.
I actually cut one for you.
We'll hang it up back there.
That's what I figured. If anyone else wants one, let me know. They're easy to make.
So I wanted to show you this, Larry.
Okay.
And everybody, it's a 3DS. This is the new 3DS stand I got.
I want one.
And then it just
I want it.
very pretty.
I want your 3DS.
So,
I'm wondering if it'll fit mine with the case that I've got on it.
well, it's got a little bit of play. Okay, so well, you got one of those.
I
You got
would've
one of those
said
clear
no.
cases, don't you, Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very tight, so you might not. But it's only like $6. So
If we get some measurements, I could actually probably make one out of metal at work.
probably could. Yeah,
Because-
yeah, you
Oh.
could.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
I got
Hang on.
Game Boy. I got one for my Vita. It's nice though. It's a lot better than just laying it on the shelf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Vita and the PSP look very similar.
They are. They are actually very similar.
I wasn't aware. For some reason, I thought the Vita looked completely different.
Now the new Vita. I don't know if you've seen the new one. The new one's smaller.
Okay, that's the one I'm thinking
This
of.
is the old one.
Yeah.
The original. This one actually is a special edition one. The white one.
The white ones.
It's for the Assassin's Creed Liberation or whatever.
Didn't they do one for Father's Day? Oh, that might be PSP. I thought they did one for Father's Day with Madden. But I think that's the PSP one.
I do think that is, yeah.
Hey, Michael.
Oi.
Here.
Oh.
It took 2 tries, but I did get a working one.
You got now. It's so it was that one actually was damaged.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
It was indeed.
It's super cool.
So it'll do like single shots? Or are you going to hold it and charge the whole thing up? I'll sit there and hold until you let
If
go.
it doesn't allow me to fire missiles at the neighbor's kids, I don't care.
Wow.
Now you need a stand for that, Larry, so you can have
It
it.
comes with a stand, actually.
It
Oh,
does.
Yeah.
It does.
You know what you should have done? The broken one, you should have said, hey, can I get this one as a discount? 'Cause I said, I would really like to take it apart and paint it up all metallic.
Sure.
Right. Some interesting.
I'll post a link to this website that I got these stands at
Okay.
in chat just so you guys can look around. They have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a peek.
And they're very reasonable.
You can wear it to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Not happening.
Speaking of work, how's the new job going?
Not bad.
Kill anybody yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Actually, I'm working on getting somebody a promotion.
Is it you?
What was that?
Is it you?
Nope.
Are you actually appreciated at this job, Larry?
I am. It's nice.
Good.
For like 20 more minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm going upstairs. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back as well.
You still there, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I think one thing that does really bother me about the new game is a lot of the powers that you get, especially with War, are the same shit you've gotten in other games.
Yeah.
Like you get the another gauntlet, Tremor Gauntlet. You get motherfucker, you're supposed to be dead. You get the Tremor Gauntlet again. You get basically a crossblade, although the crossblade works a little differently this time. But like it just, I don't like the fact that it's a lot of the same shit, and I'm pretty sure they did it because for familiarity's sake. But it just, I would have liked to see some different shit, Yeah. Also, the map sucks.
Oh shoot! I wouldn't.
Huh? Oh.
The map.
Yeah,
I don't even bother with it.
I don't like the fact that there's no mini map. like on the screen normally.
That would help the game so much.
And I also really hate the fact that the normal what is it? The normal like when you go onto the map, there's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no marker as to you are here. Still, as I said, overall, I'm actually very happy with the game. Like it was way because I wasn't expecting much, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it looked really cool when they showed the trailer. I just didn't expect it to. I'm like, if they just would have had more to do while running around sometimes, I'm like,
You're also in the earlier stages. The later stages to get rid of a lot of that. It's although the game, I will admit, becomes a bit more linear later in the game because at first you're still trying to figure out this is what's going on. Whereas by the end of the game, you actually obviously have a clear path of what to do and where you're going and whatnot.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming it's about what 8-10 hours.
I honestly don't know. I'm really bad about timing shit like that, though. No, grab it. The whole aiming with the crossblade thing took me a while to get the hang of, too. Like, War is at a distinct disadvantage with a lot of enemies because of the fact that he's melee only. Like, the boomerang, the crossblade does so little damage, and the fact that he stops when he throws it,
yeah,
it's completely useless as a long-range weapon for him.
Because he's such a melee
character. And again, it makes sense for the character, but it just... Like, I don't know. As I said, I enjoy the game a lot more than I thought it would, though. Like, as I said, it's... Where the fuck am I going? Oh, up that way. I don't know.
Well, definitely I'll be playing more of it like later.
Yeah, as I said, a lot of your concerns get a little easier to deal with later. Like they're not as big of issues. No, get out of the lava, you fucking asshole!
Come back to that. But get some energy.
So how's life out in Chicagoland?
It's good, but man, work is becoming a soap opera with some people. I'm just like, y'all taking this too serious.
What do you do? You're retail, right?
I mean, yeah. So I one of the managers at a store, yeah. Or one of the other managers, he he wants to transfer to he wants to transfer to another store because he doesn't like the way that he's being treated at our store.
Okay.
So, I guess I'll find out tomorrow, if he's gonna be transferred or what, and how they gonna go about that.
Now you're equal or you're superior?
I'm equal. So,
Okay. I may actually be getting a promotion soon that puts me in charge of my entire department.
shit, I thought you would already have that already.
Sorta. Like I ran my own shift, but now like I may end up getting put in charge of all of it. Which when I first got the promotion where they gave me the shift, my boss actually, because I've been asking about a night shift for years. Like I even asked during my interview initially, hey, like what was the night shift? And they're like, yeah, we don't have a night shift. It'll never happen. And 3 years later, when it finally happened, my boss pulls me aside and goes, Michael, I need to talk to you. I'm like, ah, fuck, what I do? And he goes, no, it's good. Like, we're thinking about starting a night shift. I go, that's fucking awesome. He goes, we're thinking about putting you in charge of it. I go, that's fucking stupid. But, so yeah, as I said, like, at this point, I'm pretty, like, because the way they're talking is it's going to go, like, because they have to put it available for anybody in-house. And they're saying it's going to go to whoever's most qualified. Well, I'm already doing the goddamn job. So if they dare to tell me that anyone is more qualified than me, I'm going to stab some people.
I feel I am more qualified.
I'll kill you.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Murder.
Wow.
I would kill everybody in the state right now for like a messy cheeseburger.
Why?
It just sounds awesome right now.
You're okay though, Eddie, and so am I. So.
I like that you put that much thought into it.
It's like we're good, so the rest of it doesn't matter.
I don't gotta lock my door. I'm good.
Right.
I'd be more specific. I'd murder everybody in Florida.
I got this week too.
Yeah.
It's a physical version. Eddie might be interested in that.
First Light? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's the DLC to Infinite Second Son for PS4.
Oh wait, is that the vampire one?
Only
No, that was for the vampire one is for the first Infamous.
This was released only in physical form in Europe.
Oh.
Which is weird, because did we get it physical? No, we got it digitally.
No, we got it digitally.
Actually, I was talking to one of my friends in the UK, and we had a good conversation about why is Nintendo the only system that people do importing. When it comes to importing games for the new consoles, everybody do it for Nintendo. Don't nobody do it for Sony or Microsoft.
I do.
Even though all three of them are
region free.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew the Switch was.
The Switch, PS4, Xbox One are all region free.
They are region free.
Nice.
Yep.
I was completely unaware of that.
Yeah, because I imported my copy of Okami for Switch.
Now with Sony, okay, so Sony, anything handheld has always been region free. So even the Vita, if you got a Vita, you can import anything you want for it. You can even import the Vita from Japan and just select English in it, and it turns it all English.
But nobody buy those games or
Right.
those systems.
Right.
So it's just like I know people trick the Wii, not the Wii, the Switch, and with it. But it was just like you could buy points from Play Asia or Amazon Japan and stuff like that, and they'll download to your Switch and everything.
Yeah, well, that's for region-specific games. Now, it's not because the Switch is. It's not because that game is region locked. It's because that game was only released, like, let's say, in Japan.
Yeah, because they got the eShop Japan on their system.
Right.
So, I mean, the way that they trick it and stuff.
They're tricking it. Yep.
Yeah, but that's what people do mostly for Switch. No one else.
They're getting it digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I'm getting physical whenever I can. I mean, I started out this generation, and this is like a true story. I started out this generation telling all my friends I'm going to go totally digital. And I did. I did for a long time. Like on my Xbox One and PS4, that's all I got. And then when I looked at my shelf one day and it was just empty, and I had all these games, and then the games were super cheap, and I saw that the games physically were way cheaper than the games digitally. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start getting these digitally. And I bought a lot of my games that I bought digitally. I bought them physically too. Because they were like $5 a piece at GameStop or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do mostly physical for everything, all three consoles. I mean, I'll do some digital stuff if it's on sale, but I was just like, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'll only do digital if that's the only way I can get my hands on it.
That's true.
Like if there's any way I can get a physical copy, that's what I'll go with every time.
I'm doing that now too, and I'm spending 2 and 3 times, sometimes more.
Yeah.
Or I'm waiting,
collector's editions and shit like that.
Or I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm finding myself doing that too, Michael. Like I'm doing way more physical collector's editions than I thought I would because I'm trying to justify the $50 or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I just like stuff. So
yeah, I do too. I got way too much crap.
Like half the stuff that comes with these collector editions, I keep in, but I never do anything with. I've got like my statue for Tekken 7, still in the box.
Yeah.
Don't care, you know.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of collector's editions that I have this shit digitally, or I got it super cheap, and I just got the collector's edition, and everybody's like, "Oh, what's the statue like?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's sitting in the box.
Statue, yeah.
If I had like 1,000 square feet to display stuff, it would be nice because my wife kind of tries to she's trying to cordon me off into this room. So you know, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta use the rest. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I got the map.
Yay.
I feel like this is going to be a lot better now that I have it.
It's much better, but you know what? I still don't rely on the map for some reason. I just don't use it.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Right.
I like it for when you get stuck.
Yeah, I would say I feel like it's going to be less irritating.
It is.
Have you come to save us? This one's...
I'm going to drop this in chat.
What was that?
I'm going to drop this link in chat from
Yeah.
where I got these display stands.
Okay.
And just to let you know, they say it on their website, but they're experiencing delays. I don't know if you listen to or follow like Metal Jesus. He's a retro gamer. He's mentioned them several times, and ever since he's mentioned them, I mean, you know, he's got over 1 million subscribers. The delays in their website or like their ordering process has been incredibly long. But you still get it within like a couple weeks, and I think that's reasonable, you know?
Yeah. I'm getting a little fucking irritated that Red Art Games won't give me a response as to what the hell's going on with my copy of Zeo Drifter.
Oh, I got Zeo Drifter from them too, and I haven't heard shit.
Yeah. The last thing I heard was that it was getting delayed to February due to some issues with the batch, but I've tried messaging him a couple times and I'm not getting a fucking response.
Ooh. That don't sound good.
Well, you know what? Did you... Okay, so Metal Jesus again in his one of his pickup videos mentioned them,
Mhm.
and Reggie mentioned them, and they sold out of a bunch of shit. So I'm sure they're inundated with orders, and it's just taking them that long to get through everything. But I agree. The one thing that these limited edition companies need to do better, every one of them, every single one of them, need to communicate with me better.
Mhm.
They just need to tell me. I understand shit happens. Just let me know. You already got
Yeah.
my fucking money.
That's why. That's why it's super rare. The only one that I really want is that sexy brutal. That's the only one I really want now.
Nah, there's 4 of them that are on my list.
I'm passing
Yes.
on Steam World.
Really? How come?
Yeah.
Really, Eddie? Why?
I have a Steam World collection for PS4.
I know, but I want the whole set on my Switch, physically.
Yeah, and see, I didn't get the new game, and I don't have 2 yet. I still need to buy 2.
What else going on here? Airship. All right, I made it to the airship.
Oh, good. That's where I'm at. I know Eddie's way past that already.
Yeah, I'm past it. I'm past you. And that's where I stopped at. Josh, like I passed the ship thing. We've had to do that multiple times, but I passed it. And like, okay, now I just got to continue on with it.
About halfway through that ship, it gets a little hairy. But
Yeah, I'm a
it's-
little puzzled at the fact that I can't think of a Metroidvania I've played that's got like an auto scroller section to it.
right.
A little peculiar.
It's old school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of like got vibes of something from NES era that way.
Right.
So what are we doing for back half, Larry?
News. GameStop. Maybe just a brief mention of the slew of shit coming from Super Rare. But I think the biggest piece I want to dive into is GameStop.
Okay.
Get that cabinet.
All right.
The hell? Oh, you're that intruder thing.
You know, the one thing about Kunai, I actually love the idea that you're a tablet.
right.
Did they explain that, or is just everybody just tablets?
They explained it in the beginning.
The very beginning.
Yeah.
But I also read, I'm a spoiler alert, I also read some things online about it.
hmm
And I read from their website, I read the official kind of description of it. Which is like, you're a tablet that, is like the savior of, everything, basically.
Right.
And there's an evil AI, like a rogue AI, I like the idea.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
As I said, I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'm also looking forward to, like, once I finish with Darksiders, getting back into Rad. As I said, I've had a lot of fun with that one.
Now, Rad, that's a Double Fine game, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was the game that like they showed at E3 last year before they were taken over by Microsoft.
Oh,
wait, Double Fine was taken over by Microsoft?
Well, they were
Yeah,
bought. They
they
were
bought
bought.
it.
Microsoft bought them.
yeah.
I like a lot of Double Fine stuff. It's just,
Well, I don't blame any company for selling out, becoming from second party, becoming or third party, becoming first party. I don't blame them at all.
Right.
I mean, they don't have to worry about cash flow, especially with Microsoft. They don't have to worry about any of that shit.
right.
They can make what they want. And Double Fine has more than proven itself, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, Psychonauts, that alone deserves it.
Yeah. Psychonauts and fucking Brutal Legend was way underrated. Like,
Yeah.
that was.
I don't think many people remember that, but that was a great game.
Like
Well, people
I
didn't
do.
like. People didn't like.
the battle mechanic.
Yeah.
The fact that it shifted, like, just complete left turn, like, mid-game. But overall, yeah, as I said, I liked that game a lot more than I thought I would, too. Kind of pissed off that it's never been, like, re-released for anything.
I don't know if that's one of the games that suffers from some kind of license issues.
Right.
You know what? It probably does because of the soundtrack.
Exactly. Soundtrack and who knows? I mean, who knows what kind of like deal, Jack Black spun with them too.
Yeah. That's sad.
That
You
would
just don't-
surprise me.
You just don't know. I mean, before the digital era, I don't think companies even thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
God knows we all think about it now after fucking Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I still have that, actually.
So do I.
Yeah,
It's like if you buy Crazy Taxi. So if you buy Crazy Taxi for like the Dreamcast,
Uh-huh.
you buy one of the remakes.
different songs.
It's a totally different soundtrack for it.
Oh. That was, and 90% of the reason I loved Crazy Taxi was
What's the soundtrack?
Bad Religion is one of my all-time favorite bands.
Yep.
Like, and I don't know.
No, I agree. That was the reason I liked it too.
Yeah. Well, now if I remember correctly, the first Crazy Taxi didn't it only have like 4 songs.
Yeah, but I was younger, and so
two by the Offspring and 2 by Bad Religion.
pretty much, yeah.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah, actually, that's perfect timing. I just found a save point.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, now Dylan posted in chat. He's got to install the Rockstar launcher. So he has no problem doing that.
Wow.
But Epic is
Right.
is the devil.
Clearly. Yeah, and Red Art Games seems to have no issues with, announcing more shit that you can buy, but not telling me when they're going to send me the damn game I paid for months ago.
what game?
Zeo Drifter.
Listen, no companies have problems taking your money.
Uh-huh.
True. Wait, did they do a physical for?
Yes. Yeah.
They
Yep.
did?
Red Art Games. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's
yeah.
like we should actually maybe compile like a Google Doc of all of the companies that do physical releases of games.
Yeah.
Says
Drifter
what
was a lot of fun.
first press games, super rare, limited run, Red Art. There's a
I've
bunch
never-
of them in Europe.
Red Art I've actually never heard of.
There's a bunch of them in Europe. Red Art's one of them.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of Red Art either until I was stumbling across and found the Zeo Drifter.
Red Art does a lot of games where they do 999 copies, and that's it. So they do 1,000 copies, and that's all they do a physical release. And a lot of them are like 2-3 months they're staying there. Well, not anymore, but they're going to. They were.
Wow.
They were staying there for 2 or 3 months. They weren't selling a lot. They were doing very obscure indie titles.
Yeah, like for whatever godforsaken reason, they thought it would be a good idea to do Dear God. I'm like, why would you do that? It's fucking awful.
It's a terrible game,
Never.
and it was free on both PlayStation Plus, I think, and Xbox.
Still not worth it.
No, it wasn't worth it for free. I played it for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's shit awful. The only thing that I ever got out of that value-wise was screwing around with that Kid Rock song and spoofing it into Dear God instead of Bull God. They
Okay.
did that for an intro to an episode a couple of years ago.
It's about right. That's about right, though.
Yeah, and I literally just spliced into the music. I took that little snippet of him going, I'm the bull god, and I instead of bull wherever he said bull, I just clipped the song out and just inserted a clip, just a fraction second clip of me in the most flat voice I could going, dear.
Has Kid Rock OD'd yet?
I
Nah.
don't think so. I know in the last couple of years he started dipping his ridiculous cowboy hat into politics.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh, I
sake.
know.
Like, he's the worst meth addict on the planet. He should have been dead by now.
The thing about him, I think, is so funny. He talks about living in a ghetto, but if you actually research his life, he was middle class, a very wealthy middle class family. He lived in a exactly, because that's the people that want to act like they come from nothing.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, look, I'm gonna be right out straight with you guys. Like I was not poor growing up, but my family did not act like we had money. Until I was old enough to actually realize that they had money, I was like, thanks. Now I know,
Right. I kind of like the fact that Kunai kind of portrays that there's like secret backgrounds
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that only show up when there's light on it. It's kind of neat.
The art style is gorgeous. I'm getting a shine to it pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like got like that old Game Boy Color look.
Yeah, exactly.
Specifically.
That 16 color kind of look to it. 256 or whatever color look to it.
Or like one of the Game Boy games that was made for the original Game Boy, but it looks like you stuck it in a Game Boy Color, and so it's trying to force a couple of colors in and figuring out the best place to put them.
That's exactly, what, Larry, you hit it on the head.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. Now that you said that, I'm like,
It looks like I put in my copy of Zelda for yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.